There are 3 reasons why you should be holding onto these 2 fancy colored containers as well, because what I'm about to walk you through is homemade sauerkraut. Technically, I've actually made kimchi, but also I made some gingered carrots as well, but fermented vegetables, because this is going to be a probiotic fiesta to make sure you take care of your gut health. Because when it comes to being able to whip this up, even I can do it, which means you can do it. And I want to show you these quick and easy steps because it's really cheap, it's really easy, and it actually tastes really good as well. And the 3 reasons why you should jump on this bandwagon and start whipping up your own fermented vegetables, especially the sauerkraut and the kimchi, this is really my favorite. Now, there's no doubt that probiotics are kind of the cool new hipster thing on the block when it comes to health and your body. And really, why not? Because probiotics are so important. Literally, I work with gut health with every single member and client that comes on board because it is so interrelated with so much of what's going on with your body. If you want to be able to lose weight, even things like brain function are all tied back to your gut health. So why not enjoy, have a party in your mouth, and at the same time take care of your body. Now, I did make a mistake as well. I don't have a starter culture. I usually do recommend using a starter culture when whipping up these bad boys, but at the same time I don't have it. So I'm going to show you, if you don't have it, how you can just jump straight into it as well. Though I will throw a link below this video so you can get the full article on how to put this together, even some extra recipes from going from sauerkraut, kimchi, pickled carrots, the lot. It might sound a little bit funky, but trust me, it tastes really good. And I'm also going to show you why I had to use a hammer for this recipe, because I actually was missing something in the kitchen. So we made the best use as we can, and this bad boy came in really handy to make sure that this sauerkraut comes together. But when it really comes to doing this, I'm going to walk you through right now. So let's jump straight into the kitchen, because you do actually have to wait about 3 days for the fermentation process. It can give and take a little bit of time, but we won't be diving into any that we're going to make as of today. But the good news is I use this as part of our batch cooking process. So especially every Sunday, I love jumping into this. I love putting this together, and let's just get straight into it because this is so quick and easy.
Right, so what we've got here is carrots straight up. So what we're going to do is just chop these carrots up really easily, throw them in the bowl. Next up is onion. So we're going to get those, take the actual skin off, chop those up real finely as much as we can without actually chopping our fingers off, slide them straight into the bowl, and then comes the cabbage. So we're going to do a full head of cabbage. So we chop this sucker up, we get it really nice and thin. We're going to do both sides of it, then we're going to get it right up, tuck it into that bowl. My bowl probably was just big enough to carry everything that I want to do with this size of this batch. So really make sure that you just work around the core of the actual cabbage itself and then get it in there. Now we're going to go into the chili. Absolutely love the chili. And I took some of the seeds out of here so it wasn't too hot and spicy. Also just because my 3-year-old daughter, she's going to want some, and also Lauren, my wife. Now we've got the ginger, really grate the ginger up. I just absolutely packed the ginger in there as well. By all means, it's a good knob that we used that was in there. You can see everything's all looking good. Scrap that into the actual bowl itself. We want to make sure it's all in there. Next up is some garlic. So we're going to really chop the garlic up nice and fine as well. Really making sure we're packing the nutrients in here, because this is why the taste is just so phenomenal as you work through it. Then we've got a few teaspoons of salt. So we're using Himalayan pink salt in this. And you're going to see I just probably get about 2-3 good heaped teaspoons in here, making sure that we're using it. This is going to help with the actual process of it. Don't worry about salt. And here's the big boy, the hammer. This is what we actually need. I didn't actually have a mallet or anything like that in the kitchen, so I used a hammer. Got a cloth just around this, obviously didn't want the metal in there, and then we just absolutely pound. So we want to mash the actual cabbage and everything all together. This is going to help release the actual water, release the nutrients out of it. So you're going to see it starts really turning into a mush, and this is a good thing. This is what we're going to want. Once it's all absolutely pounded, you can see it's all real good. There's juices flowing here, and then we get our jar, pack it into the jar. So I'm a real klutz when it comes to this. I made a good old mess as it comes about, but really make sure that you get it all into the jar, pack it on down, and also make sure that the water is actually a good inch. So you can see I packed it right to the top, then I pushed it all down, and then we've got the water just about a good inch above it. Have a bit of a flex because I want to be a douchebag as well. Now, as a bonus, I was absolutely on a roll, so what I did was actually started doing some pickled carrots. I just absolutely love this, so I wanted to add this into it for you as well. So literally just grate the carrots and just get as many in there. I probably did about 6 to 7 really good sized carrots. Be able to grate this nice and fine as well. And then this is ginger. It would have been great if the actual lens focused in on it, but we're using a nice good knob of ginger. We didn't use that whole thing there. Also because my wife and daughter do want to get a part of this, and anyway, I'm not a bigger fan of the ginger than they are as well. So coming all again, then you get the hammer back out and you've got to pound it. So again, you want to start getting the juices out of it, put some salt back in there, really make sure that you pound, because especially like you'll find with the cabbage, obviously cabbage is really dry when it kind of starts out, but then it will really get the juices flowing. Carrot's going to be the exact same. So once it's finished, then what we want to do is get the jar back out, pack it all in there, really push it down again, make sure that the juices are above the actual lime of the vegetables. If it's not, you can add some water, and then voila, you're ready.
Right, so there you have it. Sauerkraut, kimchi, and even gingered carrots. So easy that you can make at home, because this is really about you taking care of your health. Really getting into the shape that you want, because we all want to look good, but it's how do you feel and how do you function as well each and every day. And doing something like this is just, I find it really fun. It's super quick and easy for you to be able to do it, and you're taking care of yourself. Gut health is so important, and we've got some major episodes coming up just on gut health that are going to be on the video episodes here and also on the podcast as well. So if you have any questions on this, then absolutely comment below so I can personally come in and answer them for you. And as always, thank you so much for being a part of here, My Body Blends and the My Body Blends movement. This is about us really taking care of our body and health the right way and enjoying the process. So as always, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode. Now it's time for you to get the most out of this and comment below. This is where I will personally come in and give you the answers that you need. And as always, the best discussions happen over at mybodyblends.com. This is where I can give you all the guides, programs, and insights that I can't fit in these episodes. Plus the free diets and workouts are there waiting for you now. And if you did like this episode, then be sure to hit subscribe so you never miss an episode and I can send them straight to you. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon here and in the My Body Blends only community.